Aloha everyone, this is Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to show you how to make cream puffs. First I have on the stove, have it heated, and I'm going to put in a pot 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter or half a cup that I've cut up so it's easier to melt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to let this melt, let it come to a vigorous boil. Now the mixture is boiling really heavily, so I take 1 cup of flour and just dump the whole thing in. The heat is on low and I'm going to stir it vigorously until it comes together like a ball and it comes away from the side of the pot. Now the dough is all together like in a ball, so I'm going to let it rest for 5 minutes and take it off the heat. It's been 5 minutes. Now I have 4 eggs and I'm going to put 1 at a time in there and beat it up till it's smooth. The first egg takes a little while because it has to mix up good. As the other eggs are added, it'll be smoother and easier to mix. I have a half-sheet pan lined with foil. Now I'm going to take a scoop and just put it on the paper. The cream puffs are going to go in the oven at 425 for 25 minutes. I'm going to pierce the sides with a fine knife to let out the steam. You see how puffed up it became? And it looks really nice. I can tell they're light inside. But first of all, we have to let it cool. And it smells, oh, I can hardly wait to eat this. So we have to let it cool. Now the filling. I have here 2 cups of milk. Pour it in a pot. Add 1/3 cup of sugar. A stick of butter that I've cut into pieces to make it easier to melt. And also 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're just going to let it heat up until some bubbles form. In the meantime, to do the filling, I have 6 egg yolks in here and I'm going to beat it up. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now mix it up. I'm going to pour in a 1/4 cup of hot milk into the eggs and beat it up. And repeat this 2 times. Now pour in the egg mixture into the milk and stir constantly until it's thick like a pudding. I've cooked the filling for about 7 minutes, and you see how thick it is? So now I'm going to take it off the stove, cover it with plastic wrap, and refrigerate it till it's cool. I'm going to beat up 1 cup of whipping cream. Add in 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. This is the chocolate that's going to be on the topping. I already melted 1 cup of chocolate chips at 30-second intervals. Keep on stirring and stopping to make sure it's totally melted. Then when it's melted, I added in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1/4 cup of whipping cream. And this is the consistency, okay? Now the filling has already been cooled, and I put it in the freezer to be faster. So I have here 1 cup of whipping cream that I whipped up, and I put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Okay, now I'm gonna fold this all together, and that becomes your filling for the cream puffs. Okay, these cream puffs are cooled. Now I'm going to cut them, not all the way, so I can fill it. Put some of the filling in. And there's your cream puff. Let's try it. I can bite the cream puff filling, the chocolate, and it just melts in your mouth. And I haven't made this in years. I think the first time I made it, I watched my cousins. But nowadays, I'm so busy, I forgot about this recipe. So you've got to try it, and you'll like it, and everybody else will too. Keep it cool and refrigerated, and you can make it in the morning and serve it at night to your family. Make it for parties. Oh, people would go crazy about this. So delicious. So I want you to try it, and you'll be very happy of the result. You can see these cream puffs. They made about a dozen. But, you know, I have this spoon in my hand, and you're wondering why. Do we eat it with a spoon? No. But you see, the recipe called for so much pudding. What am I going to do with it? Well, make another batch. Or you can just take it like this. So creamy, so fulfilling that now you want to take a whole bowl and eat it for yourself. And these cream puffs are so marvelous because I first learned how to do it when I was a teenager. Actually, I didn't do it, but I watched my cousins make it, and I said, wow, this is so ono. I got to learn how to do it. But it wasn't until many years later. Now I'm in my 80s. I think I haven't made this maybe once after. But you see, I enjoy it at this age, and you will too, no matter what age. And you bring this to a party, or you give it to your grandma or your auntie or your friends, they will be so happy. And it keeps well. You keep it in the refrigerator and just take one out if you want to eat it, if it'll last that long. But if you have it out at a party, my goodness, everybody will be taking one and say, wow, how do you make this? I want to learn. And I said, well, that's why we have the videos. You can learn how to do this too. Very easy, but little time consuming, but it's worth it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps my channel to grow so I can make more recipes like this. And don't forget to smash that like button.